Grime isn't dead, and this week on the Tales from a Trap podcast, I'm joined by one of the most exciting artists flying the flag for the new generation. Duppy is in the building. Coming straight out of southeast London, Duppy's built a serious reputation for his rapid-fire delivery, self-produced music and collaborations with some of the scene's biggest names, including Jamie, P-Money, Scorcher and DJ Zinc. He's already earned 2 MOBO nominations, but now Duppy is taking things beyond music. He's made his acting debut in my Tales from a Trap film, and he's stepping into an entirely new world and proving there's much more to him than just that microphone. We talk about grime, independence, working with legends, and making that leap from recording music to appearing on the big screen. Duppy is part of Grime's future, and this is a conversation you don't want to miss, only on the Tales from a Trap podcast. Welcome back to the Tales from a Trap podcast. My name's Terry Stone, and today we are joined by a South London legend. He's known as Duppy. I call him the Duppy Don. Please put your hands together for Duppy in the building.
What's going on, Terry?
I'm all good, brother. Do you know something? Just to disclose to the audience listening or watching, Duppy was actually doing his movie debut with us, but it wasn't a little role, it was a lead role. But unfortunately, God had other plans.
I broke my ankle and my elbow at the same time, which is madness.
And what was that? What was that? What was you doing? Was you
playing basketball? Yeah, it's mad, innit? That happened literally just before we started filming. So I was out for the count still.
It was quite stressful finding somebody else. But the good news for us was, obviously when you sort of healed, we were coming to the end of the filming, so we still managed to get you in the movie.
I'm lucky, I'm lucky still. Shout out Monty, it was just checking in with me to see how I was and that, and then I let him know. I was like, listen, if there's time, if there's space for me, I'm better, I'm active. So, and then
I think we created a role for you, but when you was on we can't obviously disclose too much about the movie because we don't want to give anything away.
Yeah.
But in that scene where there was the big shootout, I think you felt it, didn't you?
Like when I was running down the stairs, I was like, oh shit, like my ankle, that was still a bit, you know what I mean? But come on, man, for the cause, I can't just be sitting down forever.
Right.
Yeah, got to get outside, man.
You're fully recovered now as well.
Yeah, no, I'm good, 110%, back to normal. So you wouldn't think anything happened, but
brilliant
at the time, pain.
So for anyone watching or listening to this podcast, most of the people will know who Duppy is, but for those that don't, it'd be lovely just to hear a little bit about where you were born, what it was like growing up, and a little bit about your sort of, growing up, in South London story,
Yeah. So born from Peckham, like Camberwell, those are my 2 predominant areas, innit? But I'm from South London. What can I say about growing up? Not to sound like cliche or anything, but it's just the ends, innit? So, it's like, obviously with me, I would say like my parents, especially my mum, like she tried her hardest to make sure that I just stayed on the straight and narrow, innit? Like, but obviously, as you do growing up, you straight here, you straight there, you do whatever, innit? Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes like when you grow up on it, and some things aren't avoidable.
Right.
Do you get it? But I would say like I had a normal upbringing. That.
But when you was at school, I mean, because some special music artists, some of them are like academic and they do really well at school, and other ones, school's not for them.
No, I done well at school. I was very academic. Like from a year, I done well at school. Went 6th form, done alright. Went uni. Do you get it? But like I've always been academic in it, so like school, got like 8 B's, 2 C's. I know you youngsters do numbers now and that, which is mad. But like man done letters in it. So I got 8 B's, 2 C's, then I went to 6th form. Right. So I've always been smart. Me, like, learning weren't my issue, innit?
Right.
I think just because of my character, like being outgoing or whatnot, like you can get subject to a lot of draw outs and whatnot, innit? So that was my thing. But I was always a smart youth still.
So when you was growing up in Peckham, obviously there was different gangs and stuff. When you grew up, like you said, it's very hard to avoid it, especially if you're in the hood. But for you, did you actually get involved in any sort of crime stuff or?
I'll say like with like gangs specifically, I didn't,
right?
Because of I got 2 older brothers in it, right. And from I was a kid, they've always kind of showed man like the gang thing's not really where you want to go in it, like it's dead. Obviously, like everything else in terms of like drugging, whatever, cool. Like I've dabbled and done whatever in it, but like specifically that gang culture in itself, like it's never really been appealing to me.
It's good. It's really good to hear that you had older brothers to sort of guide you as well as your parents, because I think it's very easy to be led, and obviously if you have no sort of hope and you sort of see that world and you think actually I can do this and make a living. And
I think for me, like I've always been a well-balanced person in it, so like, and I kind of take that with everything. So even like growing up, like I knew how to balance like not being a neek and also like being able to keep my head down and cut through when I need to cut through, and it's saved me in a lot of situations in life, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm lucky still.
And when was the sort of calling to sort of pick the mic up? Was it because a lot of people that I've spoken to that were sort of growing up, there was like either a youth club or there was, everybody seems to be into, rap or grime or whatever, and then they sort of fall into it. And it's good to hear about the inspiration for you, because some people DJ, some people want to make music, some people want to rap, some people want to sing.
Yeah. You know what's so mad? I never actually wanted to rap ever. I started producing first, didn't I? I was a producer first, and I never wanted to rap. Obviously, like my older brother makes music also, and like he was doing it before me in it, so he influenced me in terms of like my interest and having an interest in music, as well as my parents and like my aunties, cousins, family members, whatnot. But like, I never actually wanted to be an artist. I just wanted to produce. Right. But then when I was making beats, like around the start of when I started making beats, no one was interested. So I ended up having just a stockpile of instrumentals that are not going anywhere. Right. And I always knew I could rap. Like I always knew that I could, because I've tried it like many times in it when you're with your brethren and that in the playground and whatnot. But I just didn't.
So that's where it started, on the playground.
Yeah, like this is normal with it. Like what kids do, you put on an instrumental, everyone starts rapping and that. Like, so yeah, but I just didn't want to do it. And then people just weren't using my instrumental. So one day I just said, "F this, I'm gonna use it." Right. And
the first track you actually did, was you already on social media then, or was you just literally?
So before I dropped my first tune, I'd come to the decision that I wanted to start rapping in it. So I was going to open mics here and there, putting up a few clips on social media in it. And then I remember there was one clip that I put up. I wouldn't say it went viral, but it definitely got significantly more attention than my other videos did in it. So then I was like, right, like maybe I can actually try this lane and see what's going on in it. And then fast forward, I dropped my first single, and then it was mad from there. Really.
And what was your first single?
It was called Clean Sheet. I dropped it in November 2019, produced by myself.
Right.
And then
So did you get signed to a label, or was you just literally?
Nah. I've never been signed to a label. I'm still independent now. Right. I just think, especially, I can't speak for any other genre of music in it, but like with grime, it's very like, it's a close-knit community in it. Like when you're in the grime scene, like more or less everyone bumps into each other in it. So like, it's not a hard community for people to pick you up. So I think from I dropped my first single, like, shout out Jammer, boy from Boy But No, like he reached out to me and he was like, raw, like you're cold, like boom, 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 whatever. And then started going to sets, doing radio sets, linking up with other people. I met a lot of other people along the way, and then the community just grew from there, really. So
because it's actually quite funny, because like back when I was promoting events, we were doing Garage Nation back in the day, and I sold it in 2003, but probably around like 2001, 2002, obviously Wiley, Page Go Cartel, Dizzy Rascal, all these characters were obviously sort of, doing this sort of grime stuff. And it was actually quite mad because it got a really bad name then. And literally the police were literally like, we're not having any fucking grime.
Yeah.
And the local authorities said, if you was going to put on a grime night, and it almost died before it got started. But a lot of it was because there were shootings and there was, if one of these crews turned up and played somewhere, then they'd bring in a different crowd. And I think the problem was you had north, east, south and west, and obviously they don't all get on. When they're all in one room, someone treads on someone's foot, someone looks at someone's girl, and all of a sudden
Russian roulette in there, wait.
So that almost killed it, but it was mad because, when I sort of sold out of Gary's Nation, and then you look in sort of 2004, 2005, and you see all this stuff and it starts growing. But you kind of got into it 2019.
Yeah.
Wow, so that was 13 years later.
Yeah, literally.
I mean, that shows you how long it's been going, because a lot of people think like, grime and drill and UK rap is a new thing, but it kind of started like in the like
when I was a baby, that's when it started, innit? But like anything, like music, fashion, everything comes in cycles, innit? So like grime will have a period of time where there's a lot of new MCs, there's a lot of new producers, DJs, whatnot. There's a lot of events going on, and then you have the couple of years where the people in that cycle, they go on to do big things, and then slows down for a bit, then it picks back up. But it's just like everything. The same thing happened to drill. Like drill booming, loads of people getting signed. This brand deal, XYZ, dies down for a bit. New people come, starts again, innit? So I was just lucky enough to be someone who helped to pioneer what's going on in grime today.
And with like back in the day, there would be a lot of events on. So if you had a track that you wanted to break, you could literally give the vinyl, or now it'd be an MP3 to whoever, and then they'd be playing the tracks out, and they want to be like, oh, they want to get that track. And then obviously it goes Spotify, Apple, or they go into the record shop or go and download it from the Apple store, whatever. But how has it changed? Because when you started in 2019 to now, that's like a 7-year period. Yeah. How's it changed when you is it all done through social media now when you're promoting?
Yeah, I think it's so mad because even though it hasn't even been a decade, but in the 7 years that I've been here, it's changed a lot. When I first got here into the game and whatnot, TikTok weren't a thing.
Right.
Like it was only Instagram, Twitter. Those were the two main sources of social media, and Snapchat. But even Snapchat's changed. That before, Snapchat was more personal communication. You're not really using Snapchat as a means to promote content. So it was mainly so it was mainly Instagram and Twitter. So like on Instagram, before you had like short form content, you would post pictures and you'll post videos in it. But it's not like, it wasn't something that was just easily digestible, wasn't it? If someone posted something on Instagram, you would talk about it for weeks. Like if you saw a meme or you saw a video that you thought was funny or sports or whatever, you would talk about it for weeks, innit? So like now you just got to post stuff on TikTok and Reels, and everything just has to be fast, like 10-second, 15-second, 30-second clips. Like people's attention span has shortened, innit? So that's one thing that I've noticed that's changed in
everyone's got ADHD now.
Yeah, like all of a sudden everyone's on the spectrum. You can't watch a 3-minute video. Like even like now, like music videos are almost being made redundant. Like,
well, back in the day, like 5 to 7 minutes for a song was like normal.
Yeah, that's normal.
And now it's like when I'm looking at it, it's like 2 minutes.
Now man, I'm saying 3 minutes is long. I'm saying you lot are going mad. Like I'm an MC, bro. What do you mean 3 minutes is long? Man, I'm making tunes that are a minute and a half. Like, don't get it twisted. I've done that once. Like, I've got a song that's like a minute, 30 seconds long. But like, yeah, nowadays, man, I'm saying 3-minute tunes are mad. Like,
do you think it's because there's so much content and there's so many people trying to get people's attention that people haven't got time to, like, if they love you, they're also going to love 10 other people, but they just want to get through it quickly?
Nah, I don't even think it's that, because like, as much as there are a lot of artists and upcoming artists today, there were so many back in the day as well. Like,
I think it was easier then though, because back then, like if you was good, and there used to be like 20 or 30 big events a month, right? So
you could go out, there'd be 1,000 people, 2,000 people, 5,000 people, 10,000 people a month, right? Times 20. So if you had a track that was fucking hot and you managed to get it out there, you could blow yourself up really quickly. But now it seems like everyone has to do it on social media.
Yeah, like the equivalent of back in the day going and shutting down like 10 raves and going with your physical vinyl today is just putting a song on TikTok and it going viral. Like it's literally the same, but it's so different. Right. Like,
so if somebody's watching this and or listening to some and they think actually I'm talented, I want to be a music artist. Yeah. What advice would you give to them from what you do?
I would say one thing that's important: you have to be yourself. Don't try to be like anybody else, especially because like you're just going to fall into the same lane as everyone else. So you're not going to create any space for yourself to flourish. So one thing, you have to be yourself. Number two, your image is important. Like how you dress, how you talk, how you come across, what people's perceptions of you are. Like it all plays a part, innit? It's all important. Like, so
what's the fashion tips from Duppy then?
I would say fashion wise, like fashion has to be an extension of your personality, innit? Like, so whatever that is, just fall into it naturally, innit? Don't try to force it and do that thing.
Well, one of the mad things that I've noticed, just looking at different, things, and I've got younger children as well that are 18 and sort of 22, so they're in the sort of fashion. They're always looking at stuff, but it seems to really move. Like, when I was younger, it was always about having a Gucci top or Louis Vuitton shoes or Versace. It had to be a brand, and the bigger the fucking logo was, the better. But now, but now it seems to be like that ain't cool anymore, and people are starting to go, actually, I want to wear something that looks good, fits well, good quality, but it hasn't got the logo. So it seems like they've sort of, I don't want to say dumbed down fashion, but it's not about the labels, it's more about the style.
Yeah, I think nowadays, like, I mean, for me, when I was younger, when I was like 15, 16, 17, 18, even up to like 2021, like, myself and a lot of my peers, we were on like, oh yeah, I want to get designer this, I want to get my Gucci sliders, my Gucci this and that. But when you get to a certain age, like, even like money and finances aside, like, you realise that just because you got designer doesn't mean you know how to dress.
That is true.
Like you could have designer from head to toe and look like an idiot. So like, it's more about how you're styled, what the clothes look like, innit? And I feel like a lot more people have an entrepreneurial mindset. So you're seeing a lot more up-and-coming streetwear brands, innit? And a lot of brands have got clothing that can compete with designer wear. Like, I see brands every day scrolling online. I'll see a tracksuit, I'll see a jacket, I'll see something, and I'm like, right, this looks mad. And then I'll go on a Gucci website or something, and I'll see something. I'm looking at a polo top, and it's telling me 550 buff, and it doesn't look better than what I saw for a bill. So what are we doing here, innit? But back in the day, you didn't really have those options. You had
it was literally
streetwear.
You had really bad stuff, or you had the good stuff.
Yeah, the good stuff. There was no in between. You either go to East Street Market or you're going Bicester Village. Like, this is one or the other, innit?
I mean, what one thing that made me laugh. I've got a friend of mine who's a tailor, and he's on Savile Row, so he always has like amazing shirts and trousers and suits. Yeah, and he actually said to me, he said, all my stuff is made in the same factory as Gucci, right? So he said, I go in there and I do you a bespoke shirt and say it's, I don't know, 150 quid. Yeah. Right? He said, they're doing the same shirt, which isn't bespoke, for 750 quid. And he said, it's the same fucking shirt. Do you know what I mean? So, but I think people are, like you said, cottoning onto, actually, I'm getting mugged off here. You know what I mean? It's just a brand. Look, I don't think you can scrimp on shoes.
I was going to say, there's some... there's some things you can't go around the thing, bro. Some things you have to just stick to the G code, bro. You can't try and, we can't be wearing fake Air Forces and bare things. Like you said, shoes, cool, proper thing.
Shoes and bags, you can't get away. It's like women, shoes and bags, but the rest of it's irrelevant. Yeah, the rest of it. I mean, you can, if you want to wear designer stuff, I'd say that's fine. But like you said, some of it looks, bad.
Yeah, man. Some of it just looks
like you're trying too hard.
yeah. I've seen items of clothing, and just because it says Balenciaga on it, you're wearing it. But everyone, this is a unanimous decision that looks bad.
Right.
But what can we do? Everyone's got their own taste in it.
But it's the same whether you're, on the street, whether you're fashion, whether you're a millionaire, billionaire. Everybody that seems to be, anybody now is sort of saying the labels thing seems to be dying out, and it's about, like you said, finding that jacket that no one knows about. And then wearing it.
Exactly.
And then people go, where's that from? Yeah. And then if you said something like, oh, I got it from H&M or Zara, or I got it from some designer brand that you've never heard of, people are like, well, what the f*** is that? Yeah. But then they're blowing up. I mean, there's a lot of these brands now popping up in Harvey Nichols, Harrods, Selfridges, and just literally flying. Yeah. And I've noticed a lot of artists as well tapping into the clothing as well.
Yeah,
so,
100%. Yeah. Even if you look at Trapstar, for example, yeah, when Trapstar started, it was Trapstar, innit? Like they got their website, they had their small shop or whatever. Now look, you go to Selfridges and get it. Yeah. It's mad.
But that's one great brand as an example that started from nothing and just blew up. Yeah. And they probably didn't have the funding of Gucci or Louis Vuitton. Do you know what I mean? It's probably just a couple of fellas put some money in.
Exactly.
Did it, got a few people to wear it.
Social media also helps as well, plays a part. You know what I mean? So things change, man. But yeah.
So after that first track, like you said, you've got out there, and now you're starting to collaborate with people. As an artist, did you have any sort of, because people like to have this beef stuff, don't they? So you do a track, and then somebody over there does a track, and then they start calling you out, and then you call them out.
I got into a bit of that.
Right.
What year was it? 2023.
Right.
2024. I think it's 2024 still. Was it 2023? One of those years, innit? I had a little dispute with a couple MCs at the same time. It's like 5 MCs.
Right.
I just decided to send for them.
Right.
Obviously, there were various little situations that happened, and then one day there was the straw that brought the camel's back, and I said, you know what?
Right.
You man must think I'm an Egypt, bruv. I'm sending. And then I got into a little war. A couple MCs sent back. I replied again. A couple people didn't reply. A couple people did. Yeah.
But was it just literally an online thing, or because sometimes that the online thing goes and then into real life? Yeah.
Out of the 5 MCs that I sent for, there was one situation that was a bit more personal than the others, innit? So that started outside music first. Obviously, it was a music related incident, but things transpired outside of that first, and then I decided to send. But the others, it was just literally just
online
music, yeah.
Right. And what was it about? Was it because did they start it first, or did you sort of? Because there's normally a catalyst for it.
I set pace. I sent the first dub in it. Like I woke up and said, "Yeah, I'm writing lyrics and I'm sending for these lot." But there were things that happened that made me say, "I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z in it."
Right.
So
Right. And can you mention the names or not?
I can do.
Right. Okay. No, it's just no. The reason it's good is because when we're editing this, we can obviously. Cut into the different bits and pieces, so it gives you a bit of context. So not everybody may have seen it.
Yeah, no, it's true still. So who were the MC? So there was Squints, SBK, Roller, Chowerman, and Volts. Right. Roller as well with Raw. Did I say Roller?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So big up them lot. Obviously, some of them are still my brethren now, innit?
Right. But at the
some of
time,
them are not.
But that's all right. So some are friends, some are not friends.
Yeah.
And you being a grime MC and being, in that world, I mean, you must have sort of seen, gang violence, and you must have been caught up in it as well, even if it's not that actually your fault.
Yeah.
So what was sort of worst sort of stuff you've seen when you've been either performing somewhere or you've just been out on the road and.
But like grime related or just in general?
Just in general, because London's a bit of a crazy place, right?
Boy, grime related, I wouldn't say I've seen anything mad grime related. Like obviously there's altercations here and there in it, but like I wouldn't say I've seen anything that's to do with grime specifically, but in life, bro, countless things. This person got bored, this person got beat up, this person got shot at, like just the usual, innit? Like, I wouldn't say the usual because it shouldn't be normal.
But the thing is, that's the crazy thing about the UK is obviously guns are illegal, knives are illegal, but it seems like everybody's got one.
Yeah, it's mad still. Like, I don't know, because you see that things being legal and illegal, it doesn't change the fact that they're easily accessible, innit? It doesn't make a difference. So as well as things are illegal, they're very much here. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's mad.
Yeah, so it's not difficult to get a firearm if you wanted one.
Boy.
But that's what I mean. It's mad, though, isn't it? Just to think, if you know the right person, you can just ring them up and go.
Yeah, like, it's mad still. Yeah, it's not hard still.
Have you got any funny stories? Like, you must have some funny stories over the past.
I got bare funny stories.
Because you're a funny guy, so we want to hear the funny stories.
What, that things that I've been involved in?
Well, just anything that you know, it could be just something, you know. I mean, you know, it's.
I'm trying to think of something funny though. There's bare situations that happen that you just laugh at, but like, I don't know, something funny. Yeah, like, okay, cool. Being in youths and growing up and being bored, and someone silly enough to decide, yeah, cool, today we're gonna throw eggs at cyclists that are passing by on the ends for no reason. Like, stuff like that. Like, right. You're just bored, innit?
So that's how you pass your time, you egg cyclists. Do you know what? A lot of people don't like cyclists because they've got too many lanes.
Yeah, they're jarring still. They think they rule the world and that. No offence in it, but
listen, I like cyclists, but I do get annoyed when you're ever at a traffic light and it's red and you're crossing the road and they just go like that past you. They don't see red.
You know what? Let me tell you why I'm a pagan. Let me tell you why I'm a pagan though, yeah. Because I don't like cyclists until I'm the one on the line back.
Right, okay. So if you're on the line back,
when I'm on the line back, everyone else is in Egypt. Move out of my way. But when I'm on my ped,
right.
Yeah, them man are jarring.
Right. and when you got your first sort of MOBO nomination,
yeah,
when was that? What year was that?
2024.
Wow.
Yeah, 2024.
And how many
MOBO
tracks
Awards.
had you done sort of leading up to that? Because like you said, you did your first one.
So the first one was the same year that I had my my grime wars in it. So I had dropped singles, then I had Passer, I had Warm sending dubs, and I had dropped a project in it. And I was going everywhere, going to sets, going stage shows, like Grime CFM, going Fabric, and mashing everything up in it. So I'm mashing up radio, mashing up stage shows, dropping bangers. So it was just like, yeah, it was mad. And the first time it came around, even the second time it came around, I didn't expect it at all. Like, it wasn't at the forefront of my mind or even my subconscious. I'm just working and doing what I need to do. And then one day I've just woken up, I've seen a notification on Twitter that I've been nominated for a MOBO. I'm just like, what? Like, my phone's going mad. Like, out of nowhere, I'm just sleeping, man, are waking me up, calling me, saying, brother, have you seen Twitter? I'm like, no, what's going on? Right. What do you mean what's going on? You're nominated for a MOBO. So it's mad. And even now when I think about it, it's still surreal because, like, you just never know who's watching, innit?
I mean, that's the thing, because, you know, some people would have a campaign or they'd be like, right, we've got to try and get a MOBO, you know what I mean? But the fact you didn't try and do anything and it happened organically, I mean, that must have been a bit of a pinch me moment. You're like,
yeah, it was like, even on the day, I remember I had work on the day that I got nominated there. And I remember saying, fam, I do not want to go to work today, bro. like, why am I going to work today? But it was a pinch me moment, but at the same time, it's just like, I still got a lot of growing and a lot of learning to do on my journey, innit? So I can't get ahead of myself. I can't get complacent or get arrogant. I just got to stay humble and carry on in it. But yeah.
And from there, when you was at the MOBOs, what was that like? Because,
do you want me to be real? You see, the first time I went, I had imposter syndrome when I went the first time. I've gone the first time and I'm just there. I'm taking in the whole atmosphere. I'm just taking everything in, my surroundings and whatnot, and just the fact that I'm there, innit? And I kind of couldn't believe it, like, because like, I'm sitting there thinking about everything that I've been through in life, thinking about my journey, thinking about everything, innit, growing up. And it's just like, raw, like, I'm actually here. This is something that I grew up watching. with my family, with my mum, sitting down, eating dinner, the MOBO Awards is coming on. Like, it's always been a thing. Like, MOBO is coming on, we need to watch it. Like, and then there was just never any point where I said to myself, right, one day I'm going to be here. Like, I didn't have like some people grow up and it's like, right, that one day I really want to be at the Brits, or I want to be that. I didn't, not that I didn't care, but it's just, I always just focused on the music, like solely the music, because it's just what I enjoy in it. So like, yeah, it's mad still. When it came around, it was just.
And did you take your mum and dad, or did you go with?
Yeah, I've been. Yeah, so the first time I went with my mum.
I bet that was mad.
Second time, mum and dad.
We're going to the MOBOs.
Yeah,
You're like, what?
Yeah, it's mad still. Yeah, I went with them both times. Well, I went with my mum twice. My dad came the second time.
Right.
And yeah, they were just proud.
Yeah, I mean, it's an amazing achievement. I know you didn't win, but to get nominated amongst all that talent and to actually, have a nomination, it's like a little pat on the back to say you're going the right way.
Yeah, 100%. Like, and things like that as well. Like, because you see sometimes on a journey, especially when you're pursuing something that you really want, like, you'll have days where you think about your career and you're like, raw, like, is this going the way that I want it to go? Like, you'll doubt yourself sometimes naturally, innit? But when things like that happen, it's like God giving you a reminder that, like, raw, you're on the right path, just carry on and just keep going, innit?
I mean that's a good thing to talk about, actually, mindset, because lots of people see somebody who's an artist or see someone who's successful, and it feels like they've done it overnight.
Yeah.
And then when you're actually on the journey, and it doesn't happen overnight, and it could take 5, 10, 20, it could take 30 years, right, before you get to where you need to be. But obviously nobody tells you that.
Of course.
So when you're actually going through it, like you said, you get the self-doubt. But for you, Duppy, how did you get, when you had those moments of doubt, or when you ever had some dark times when you thought, like you said, I feel like I shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
Did you how did you sort of get your head around it? Did you talk yourself out of it, or do you use a...
Yeah, no, I definitely talked myself out of it. I think for me, one thing I realised about myself, like, growing up, I've always been a very optimistic person. Like, anyone that knows me, like, and anyone that's around me, like, I'm very positive in it. Like, even when something bad's going on, I always try to see the positive in every situation. I'm also someone that's very determined in it. And I get that from my parents, just seeing, like, how hard my mum works, how ambitious my dad is in it. Like, it's something that I've been lucky to see growing up. So, like, I've always looked at myself as a soldier.
Right.
Like, even when I'm going through the darkest period of time, unless you're on the inside, no one would ever know. Right. Like, you know what I mean? Because I just got such a poker face and a brave heart. It's just, whatever I'm doing or whatever I'm going through, I'll get through it. Like, and then I'm on to the next, you know what I mean? And I'm also a person that doesn't like to complain about or stress over things that are not in my control.
Do you know what? That's a really good lesson for anyone listening or watching this podcast, because people get, I do it, I'm sure you do, right? You worry about stuff, or you get angry about stuff. Yeah. But like you said, if you're not in control of it, it is a useless emotion, and all it does is bring you down. Yeah. So sometimes you have to just sort of
obviously it's easier said than done, innit? And it's definitely, like, I've taken a lot of practice, but like I said, man, it's just like, I can't do anything, I physically cannot do anything about this. So I just got to get on with it.
Yeah. So if it's not in your control,
let it
go.
Don't worry about it, man. Trust me.
And for you then got your second MOBO nomination.
Literally the year after.
And you're like, oh, I've got to win this year, surely.
Yeah, it was mad still. Like, so when the second one came around, I was like, raw, like, this is not a fluke. Like, this is
the first one. Who won the first one?
Bugsy Malone.
So Bugsy Malone won that.
Yeah.
So I mean, look, it is right up there. So to be in that company, that shows you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You're in the right company.
Yeah. When I'm seeing the names of who I'm up against, it's like, you know what? Like, some people in here are famous. Like Bugsy Malone is famous. Right. Like, he can't just walk down the road and go to the shop. Like, he's famous, innit?
Right.
I'm not famous. Like, I'm a normal youth, innit? Like, at the end of the day, like, I still wake up and go to work, and you get me. So, like, for me to be even in, like, the same metric, just goes to show, like, the work that I've been putting in, really.
And from artists that either inspire you or that you look up to? Bugsy would be one of those guys.
I'd say so, yeah.
Who else?
Yeah.
Who else have you got?
DZ Rascal 100%. I would say producer-wise, definitely Dr. Dre, definitely Jay Dilla, definitely Carnes Hill, definitely Gigs. I can't lie, there's a lot of names I could mention in it, but like those names in particular, yeah, have had the stamp on my inspiration still 100%.
And the second nomination, who won that one?
Scorcher.
Right, okay. Well, again,
Big up Scorcher, my brother. Yeah, no, you know what? Like, the second time around, like, I weren't really thinking that, right, am I going to win? Am I going to not? I just thought it's an opportunity for me to go there and network with people and enjoy myself because I deserve it at the end of the day, innit? So, yeah. But yeah, Scorch won that time around, man. Yeah, it was sick.
What they say?
He came out, he smoked it. He's been smoking the game, so yeah.
Right.
You get me?
But they do say, third time lucky. So when you get nominated again, it could
We'll
be
see
you.
what I'm going, fingers crossed, innit? You get me? It'll be my time soon, or one day to get it.
And what have you got that you're working on currently?
Boom. So I just dropped a project with my brother Crafty. Wash It EP out now. Dropped a single with DJ Zinc, Beware, that's out now. DJ with DJ Jazz Imsky. I got a song with her called Magic, that's out now. And I've been working on, you know what? Actually, before I say this is the first time I'm saying this publicly.
Right.
On Tales of the Trap podcast. Yeah, cool. I've been working on my album still.
Right.
Been working on my album still. For
How many
about
tracks you in?
15.
Wow.
Yeah.
And have you got, is there like a cut-off point where you got enough, or do you want to just have a load and then pick the best ones?
No, 15's done. That's it. Like, that's the full track list. I had more.
Right.
Imagine, I had more tunes. But I'm saying, like, I can't just put 20 tunes on an album. Like, that's madness. And also, like, I'm a harsh critic with myself, innit? So, like, there were tunes that I listened to, and then after a while, I was like, I don't think this is strong enough to make the cut. Bin it.
And were you producing all of these songs? Or
Every single one.
Right, okay, wow. So
Yeah, every single one.
I suppose it's hard doing that. And then, like you said, you've got to really, sometimes you sort of go, is it good enough? And you might come back to it later on and go, those ones you pushed over there, they were actually all right.
I think the difficult thing about it, I feel like the creative process is not difficult for me because, like, obviously on the production side of the album, I make instrumentals all the time, innit? And there were instrumentals that I made, and before I had started making my album, I always said to myself, right, cool. When I do my album, this rhythm definitely going on here. This one definitely going on here. So, like, I made a folder. Like, the creative process is not hard, innit? I think what's difficult is fitting my real life schedule into trying to record an album. Like, studio sessions before I go to work. When I finish, tomorrow I'll start at 10 o'clock. I've got a double shift. I finish at 12 in the morning. Night before I'm in the studio till late. Like family issues, whatever. Like
24/7, basically.
Yeah, 24/7. Man's on the go. Man's not rested in it, but it's worth it, man.
Yeah,
it's worth it. It's worth it.
I think that's something that a lot of people don't realise as well. You know, you have to work your bollocks off.
Yeah.
And there's no, you know, it's like you said, you've got a job, you're doing the music, you're performing, you've got your family stuff, you've got loads of stuff.
Yeah, literally, like, but just don't want to make any excuses for anything, man. I just got to get up and do it because this is what I said I want to do.
Right.
So I got to do it. And I'm at this point now, like, there's no turning back. Do you get it? Just put my big boy boots on and just get to working. You get me? As hard as it may be and as hard as it can be, I just got to keep going, man.
And your do you have a date in mind for releasing your first album?
I don't have a final date, but I just know that when summer hits, you're gonna hear it.
Right, okay.
Definitely.
Okay, so it's the summer one.
Yeah.
Well, I was hoping you say it'd be around October when we release the film.
No, but you know what? I'm working. I'm always working in it. So don't worry. We've got October covered as well.
And then, you know, talking about the film itself.
Yeah.
Obviously, you read the script. You was in the movie.
Yeah.
How real would you say the movie is compared to real life?
It's real. It's real. It's real. It's real. I think, yeah, you know what's so funny? With like movies within the specific genre that the film is in, yeah, like I feel like from people that are far removed from the reality and far-fetched from the reality of what the movie is, you could look at it and be like, oh, like that bit don't seem real, this bit don't seem real. But you see, like when you're from a certain place, you understand that this can easily transpire, bro. That this,
I mean, it was based
goes on today.
Yeah.
Like this happening.
But it was all based on real stories.
Yeah, exactly.
And real things that have happened. But obviously, it's you know, when you're I think when you're doing any sort of film, especially if it's based on something, it's got to be real.
Exactly, 100%.
And I think the one thing that we wanted to do with the film is we wanted to show people like this is a career option for most people because there is no other fucking road to go down. And obviously, if you do go down that road, this is what happens. You know, you end up dead or in jail. There's not really ever a happy ending.
There's no two ways about it. That's literally it. And I think the film depicted it in the correct way. You know what I mean? That's just the harsh reality of life, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, it also made me smile because when I actually saw the final cut of the film, I did actually think, you know, this could be anywhere in the world. Do you know what I mean? Everywhere's got a hood, right? Everywhere's got, you know, rap. Whether it's UK, whether it's grime, whether it's drill, whether it's US, whether it's UK, everyone's got. Even if you're in Morocco, do you know what I mean? Anywhere you go,
any part of the world.
There's all these different things, and for me, it could easily translate. So you never know. Tales from a Trap 2 could end up being, you know, it could be anywhere. It could be in Manchester, it could be in Birmingham, it could be in New York.
That would be sick, you know. Imagine if it was, that would be mad, you know. Hey, imagine if Tales from a Trap was in like Manny or something. Hey, that would be crazy, you know, or in Brum. That would be cold.
Have you performed all around the country as well?
Yeah, I performed wherever I performed. I performed in Leeds, Bristol, Brighton, Birmingham. I haven't performed in Manny yet.
And what would you say is the biggest audience you've had when you've actually performed?
Definitely Big Smoke Festival in Crystal Palace Park. That was mad. I can't even tell you how many people were there.
I think I see a video of that and it was fucking insane.
Yeah, thousands of people. Like that's hands down the biggest crowd I've ever done. And I would say second to that would be when I done Frontline Festival in Prague.
No.
We done Grime MCFM with P Money, Jeremy, Big Zoo, Murky Ace, Blade, Jams. That was maximum. That was another big crowd. Still was mad. But yeah, Big Smoke Festival, definitely. That crowd was mental. Like, sea of people. You know, like when you're looking, it's all looking like dots at the back. People's heads, like raw, like bare people. But yeah, I performed bare places still.
So if you had a vision board, you've got your album coming out, but what other things have you got on that board that you want to achieve?
That's a good question, you know. You know what's so mad? I don't know if I have an answer to that because I'm the type of person, like when I've got a task and I'm doing something, I don't start many things at the same time. No. Like I always do one thing and then go on to the next. So like outside of my album, I wouldn't actually say there's anything specific right now that I'm like, I have to get this done. But
it was more about like somebody give you a lamp, rubbed it, and you got 3 wishes.
You know what? Outside of the album, what I will say is that I definitely want to be in a space where I'm performing a lot more consistently.
Right.
Like that's my next goal. That's where I'm trying to aim to get to. So like in saying that, like the kind of music that I'm going to make is not going to change, but I'm going to be smarter in the decisions that I'm making in regards to what songs I'm going to vocal and whatnot. Because like at the end of the day, when you do shows, that's where like you get to a next level in it. Like, and obviously I've already been doing shows and whatnot and performances, but when it hits a specific consistency, that's when people go to the next level.
I suppose as an artist, it's great doing stuff on Instagram. It's great stuff in the studio. It's great. People saying I've listened to your music, but actually being on that stage with a live audience, I mean, that's the nirvana, innit, of
You know what though? I feel like it depends on what lane you're in, because like there are some genres of music, yeah, where like obviously it's good for you to go on stage and perform and whatnot and do appearances and whatnot, but it's not necessarily detrimental to your artistry. Whereas for me, like coming from the grime background and the electronic background, man has to perform. Like I actually have to, otherwise I don't really have a career if I'm not performing. You know what I mean? But there's some genres of music where it's not that important for you to perform. It's almost a bonus. Like even like, well, this is my personal opinion, innit? But like with like rap, for example, like I don't think for you to be the most successful rapper, you have to sell out shows. Like you don't have to. Like it's the cherry on top, but you don't actually have to. But with grime, drum and bass, dubstep, garage, if you're coming from the MC background, you wanna do all the shows, you wanna go to all the festivals, and yeah, man. So
do you think you're spread out into some other genres, or do you think you'll just stay with one?
Oh, 100%. I'm a man that loves music anyway, innit? So like, and I've definitely dibbled and dabbled in other genres of music, like drum and bass, bit of breakbeat and that, rap. So yeah, like grime is what I love, innit? Like with my whole heart, and it's something that I'll always do. But I love other genres of music as well. I love rap, I love garage, bashment. So yeah, no, I'll do everything, man.
You could be seeing Duppy doing some other stuff after his album. Yeah,
yeah, do you get it? Literally, man. Yeah, I'm open to doing anything still. 100%.
We talked about fashion earlier, and we were talking about shoes and trainers.
Yeah.
So what are your brands that your go-to brands?
Ooh, I can't lie to you, yeah. Right now, I'm rocking with Avrex Heavy still.
Right.
You know why I'm rocking with Avrex Heavy as well, yeah? Because I like what they've done with the brand. Like, it's like they've created two different identities with one brand. Like, obviously, you've got the old school lane, where you've got everyone that's going to get the mad leather jackets and that, the yellow and the purple, blue, black. And then they got their new drops that are mad, and it's like it's two completely different brands, but it's just the same thing, innit? So, yeah, Avrex, I'm rocking with Heavy. Nike, of course, always.
There used to be a row when I was younger,
Yeah.
like, what's the best, Nike, Adidas or Puma? And people used to be fucking, you had the Puma camp, you had the Adidas camp, you had the Nike camp. But you're in the Nike camp.
You know what? It gets so mad, yeah, because when I was a kid, I would say that I was in a Nike camp here, but like now, I don't know, because there's different things that I take from Nike and there's like different things that I take from Adidas, innit? Like I don't look to them for the same thing, innit?
No. I mean, it used to be like you're with that brand, but now it's sort of like you look at all, even them new trainers like the Hockers and the Ons and all that. People now are sort of looking around and they're going, actually, I actually like that trainer rather than it being I'm loyal to that brand.
Yeah, I'm on that.
Asics as well.
Yeah, literally. So yeah, I'm trying to think, what's another brand that I really, really rate? I don't wear this brand as much now, but it's still one of my favorite brands, Lacoste.
Yeah.
Sick.
Crocodile.
Sick. Like, you know what it is about Lacoste that I like? Their garms are clean.
Right.
Like, very clean. Like, if you want to look comfortable and fashionable at the same time, just throw on some Lacoste, bro. Like,
it was actually funny because I'd say in the 90s, early 90s, the three brands were Lacoste, Fila, and Farah. Those were the three brands that people were. There was other things like Elise, Elise, there was Tashini, but the most people and Troop. I don't know if you remember Troop.
Nah. So that's before. What's that?
Yeah, but that was a great brand, but then it just went. It was like blew up and just went. But Lacoste has probably been the most consistent brand. You know, Fred Perry was another one.
Fred Perry's a cold brand still. Classic. Lila Scott, them brands there. You get it? Yeah. You know what's so mad about Lacoste, yeah? Obviously, people can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Lacoste nowadays is a very Caribbean brand. Like, you see, when I went back to Dominica, yeah? And I linked one of my cousins, and he had Lacoste earrings.
Right.
Earrings, bro. I didn't know they had Lacoste earrings, fam. I've linked him. I've seen crocodiles on man's ear. I'm like, brother, what's this? He's like, yeah, it's Lacoste. I'm saying, yeah, it's mad. But in the Caribbean,
I've never. There you go. We've learned something new today.
Yeah, bare people wear
crocodile
Lacoste.
earrings.
Yeah, it's mad still. It's mad. But yeah, man, are wearing Lacoste hard over there still. So I think that's probably why I resonate with it so much.
Right. Brilliant.
But yeah.
Brilliant. Well, listen, I really appreciate you coming onto the show.
No, come on, man.
Excited about Tales from a Trap.
Yeah.
And your movie debut. Even though it wasn't the lead role, it's still a great role.
No,
and,
come on, man.
I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you for having me, man. Thank you for, like, just making me a part of the film as well.
No, I
You
appreciate
get me,
it, brother.
however
Thank
much
you,
short
mate.
notice it was. I appreciate
Thank
you,
mate.
man.
No, listen, mate, even with a broken arm and leg, you still come back.
Come on, man.
You said you was a soldier. And one thing I wanted to ask you, you was talking earlier about when you're in a bad place, you look at the positives. So you're playing the lead in a movie, you break your arm and leg. What's the positive? Because at the time you must have been like, what? You know, because that was such a crazy thing.
Listen to this, yeah. This is why life is mad, and I think everything happens for a reason, yeah. So where I work, I'm a supervisor, innit? So with that being said, like I have quite a lot of responsibility at work, in it. So that there's periods of time where it's difficult at this time for me to take time off work, innit. So you see when we started filming, I feel like if I was completely fine, I would have had an issue getting the time off that I needed, innit, because man would have wanted to be there every day and man would have needed to be there every day, innit. So I would have had to tell work, listen, I can't come in. But I feel like that would have caused bare issues. So I've ended up breaking my ankle and my elbow. I can't go to work. Like I can't go to work.
The good news is you got holiday pay, right? Or sick pay.
Yeah, do you get it? But I physically cannot go to work right now, innit? I can do things, I can travel, I can walk up and down, I can do whatever, but I cannot go to work, innit? But the man I'm filming, I've got the time to be here, innit? So it's just like, now I'm here. It's just mad, bro. It's mad. So like you said, even if there is a sequel, like a rapport's been built, I've been here, I'm involved in it, so like, do you get it? But imagine if I couldn't come around the first time and I'm completely fine. Mad, it's mad. So that's one of the positives still.
Brilliant.
Yeah, man.
And you know, I think as you're here, it'd be an amazing opportunity for you to do one of your tracks as well.
Of course, man. Naturally.
Amazing.
Naturally. You know what? I'm gonna do an exclusive still.
There you go. That's for you guys.
I'm doing an exclusive still.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So we run that now.
Yeah, smooth.
Thanks so much for tuning into the Tales from a Trap podcast. Duppy, what an absolute legend. South London's finest. Make sure you tune in next week. We've got another great guest. And make sure you like it. Make sure you're subscribing. And we'll see you on the other side.